This could be a 30 home run guy for the Reds. Why wouldn't it be? He hit 22 last year, most of the year in Washington, which is one of the biggest ballparks on the planet. And then he went to Wrigley. But, I mean, I don't know how you don't like what they're doing. I'm amazed by some of the stuff on social media where people are just killing them for making these moves. You can't have it both ways, Elliot.
You can't. You
can't have it both ways. You can't kill ownership for not spending money and not doing this and not doing that. And then when they do go out and spend money, you hammer the deals.
Yeah.
You can have an opinion on the deals, but you can't kill the team and say they're not trying. Right?
Yeah, again, I'm number one on the list of the Reds should spend money. The Reds need to spend money. That's how you win. Now, it's great to have the young core. That's a major part of it too. But you have to spend money. The Reds are trying to make moves. You don't know what the next move is going to be. Nick Krall is doing his job right now, and he's doing it effectively. You don't know what he's going to do next. I imagine they made this deal because they know something is coming. So, if that's the case, and even if it's not the case, again, you still have an infield full of good players. Trey said it last night. There's a chance, and again, I don't think this will happen, but there's a chance it does, where some of these guys some of the guys that came up last year are going to regress. I don't think that happens. I don't think Spencer Steer regresses. I don't think, Ellie can't regress, respectfully. But again, you don't know fully what you have with everybody yet. So it's not bad to add another guy and add a veteran, like Reed said. So this is a good move. It's $15 million. I'm not going to sit here and act like this is a lot of money for an average MLB team. Maybe for the Oakland Athletics and the Pittsburgh Pirates, but for a good MLB franchise, $15 million for a veteran bat who is capable, coming off a damn good season, is a respectable contract.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. There were some that were thinking he'd get up to $70 million on a 4-year deal.
I mean, yeah.
And he got 3 years at 45.
I think it's a fair deal. I think it's a fair deal. The major issue is who you're going to trade next, and you do have to trade somebody. I do agree with Tom. You have to move some of these guys. Whether it's Arroyo, whether it's India, somebody does have to go because we will be out of room at some point, which, again, a good problem to have.
David Brown brings up a great point. He says, hey, look, if spending money is the answer, why don't the Yankees always finish ahead of the Tampa Bay Rays? Look, David, it's a great question. Great question. If you're talking about getting to the playoffs, the Rays in recent years have done a better job of that. They have a better farm system. The Yankees, and this has been true really since they won the 3 straight World Series in the late 1980s and early 1990s and early 2000s. The Yankees don't bring up young players anymore like they used to. The last truly great Yankee teams, okay, when Gene Michael was a general manager, Cashman was coming in, Torre's the manager. The last great Yankee teams, Derek Jeter, Bernie Williams, Mariano Rivera, Andy Pettitte. The list goes on, Jorge Posada. Those were all homegrown guys. The spots are few and far between now that the Yankees have any homegrown players in their everyday lineup. Yeah, it happens from time to time, and they'll have some in their starting rotation. But basically, their farm system is set up to trade for the big-name, big-time guy like they did yesterday in Juan Soto. They're taking 5 guys that they're saying, we ain't got time in a market like New York to wait around on a bunch of young guys. We're shipping them all out of town, and here comes Juan Soto. We shipped a couple of other guys out of town. Here comes Alex Verdugo the day before from Boston. We go out and we pay for Stanton. We go out and we pay for Aaron Judge. So endless supply of cash, as Reed brought up a little while ago. They can cover up mistakes, what Texas did this year. As the year went on, they covered up because they have the money. They covered up bad decisions in the offseason, i.e. DeGrom. They go get Jordan Montgomery. They go get a couple of other guys. Get Aroldis Chapman in the bullpen. I mean, they got all kinds of – they can cover it up. The Reds can't. So, no, spending money doesn't guarantee you of success. It certainly helps your chances, and the numbers don't lie. The numbers do not lie. You'll have these Cinderella stories, like the Arizona Diamondbacks this year. But what happens ultimately? They run into a team that's spending $190, $200 million on payroll in the World Series, and the big money team is winning the World Series.